So I screwed up. Instead of covering up my mistake and pretending like it never happened, I'm going to use this as a teaching moment. We're putting in the little push button latches, and Randy wasn't able to finish them over the weekend, so I thought I'll finish them. But obviously I didn't remember all the instructions he gave me, and I was trying to push the hole cutter all the way through the wood, and didn't realize that you drill one side and then you push through from the other side. So I messed up the the most visible cabinet front, and now it either has to be kind of fixed and we live with it, or the whole door has to be replaced. Boo boo. We're installing these push button latches. Got Randy showing the latch. Show how the mechanism works.
Okay, well,
You know, they originally developed these for boats. What's happening when you push it in?
yeah, here, let's just show it. It's installed. Push it in, that pops out.
Okay. And
And then there's a
yeah, a little metal
catch
bar.
there, and then when you push the button, this
Yeah, see,
goes
that
up behind
comes
it.
up. So that's going to keep our doors closed. Very important in a moving vehicle that
Then
you're able to
boom,
do that.
secure it.
Okay, so put the little latch on top as if
This
it's
is
working.
how it
Yeah, and
does.
then you measure when figuring out where to put your hole. You're going to measure from the center of that button to the very top of this. So that came out to be about an inch on our particular one. But again, if you have ordered one, you need to do your own measurements.
Yeah, and I found out on this last one that when you're doing this, installing this, you have to set it back about an eighth. That
Yeah, so you also have to keep in mind,
because
like,
that holds it tight.
yeah, so as this is coming, it comes up, then your latch also has to be set back to hold it tight.
So when you
So these are things that you learn. We suggest you do one in kind of an obscure place. Learn before you start doing all the others. I'm going to show you Randy going through the process of
well, we have a hole cutter.
installing this. So this is the
three-quarter
hole
inch.
cutter. Of course, you have to follow the instructions of whatever you're installing. But for this example, we needed a 3/4 inch hole cutter.
For that.
Yeah, for this.
For that to go through the door. That's it.
Okay, there's the hole. Okay, there it is on the inside. Now what he's found helps. He'll get sandpaper and clean that up, and even clean out the inside of the hole.
So right now, see, this isn't gonna, it's too tight. So I'm gonna take and sand it a little bit. I've got.
Okay, let's see what you have here. A Dremel with a little drum sander on it.
You might have to do that a couple of times, but mainly you probably want to start by hand with some sandpaper.
Really heavy grit sandpaper.
Yeah, and just go inside there. You don't want to take, You don't want to take too much off because these are just push in. Once, if it's too big a hole, it won't hold. See, so that needs to be sanded more. And once you get them in, they're very hard to get out. So if it gets stuck, I had to take a little piece of wood and catch the edge and tap from this side and then tap this back out to make more sanding done.
Okay.
And that's tricky. Okay.
Okay, so you're just going to sand a little more.
All right. That's getting better. There we go. Then I think you should be able to just tap it in.
You've got a rubber mallet.
That's it.
Okay.
And then you can see how the latch.
That was a little chalk dot. Okay, so.
So you would push the button in. That releases it. So when that's attached, that'll be screwed to there. Then it sticks out like that, and then you push the button, and then that goes behind this that we talked about earlier that installs up there.
Okay. Just pre-drilling. Do the shorter screws go in the little bent metal clip?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the longer screws go in this.
Yeah.
So there's the hole from this side. Unfortunately, as I was pushing, it broke through the other side and ripped up all this facing of the plywood. And of course, this is the most visible door that you see as you're coming in. The van. I've got a thin piece of wood clamped to the outside. Okay, so it looks like that worked. You can see where it came all the way through to this board. Now if I can just be happy with retouching around the hole and happy with what that looks like, it will save me a lot of work. Here are the finished latches. I think the boo-boo could stand a little more retouching, but I'm learning to live with it. Please show us some love, and thanks so much for joining us.